your girl Rachel. We are back with another amazing guest on my show. I have Tattoo Mark from the Tattoo Mark Foundation. How are you today, sir?
I'm very blessed, very grateful, and very honored to be on your show. Thank you so much for having me, Rachel.
It's absolute pleasure. I am loving everything that you are doing for these kids out there. So, for our viewers, could you please tell them a little bit about the Tattoo Mark Foundation and what it stands for?
Sure. So, the Tattoo Mark Foundation is something that I started. Well, I started at Teddy Bear Drive 5 years ago when I moved from California to Texas, and I I had to make it a foundation. Last year was the first year because it's growing so big. So let me go back to when I moved from Texas or from California to Texas. California would not allow me to do anything with the hospitals because of COVID and the rules and the laws out there in California. Y'all know it's horrible, but I'm not going to get into that. But what I'm going to say is I prayed 21 hours from Texas or from California to Texas that God would open up a door for me to bless these kids. Because granted, these kids, Rachel, are in the hospitals at Christmas time. They don't need to be there. They need to be at home waiting for Santa to come and deliver their presents. Well, I ran into a young man that knew the CEO of Cooks. And I come from a law enforcement background, so my record's absolutely clear. So she goes, well, you know what, Mark, we're going to have to run a record check on you and all that. Man, 2 minutes later, Rachel, she came back. She goes, you can do anything you want. She goes, your record's so clean, you can eat. You can eat off of it. I was like, dang, that's awesome. That's something to be very proud of. So I had to rush and get because it was getting close to crunch time for Christmas, and I think we were about 3 weeks away, and I was able to get 575 bears donated. The main sponsor was Blue Sky Graphic Wraps in Fort Worth. Angie and Skip Madera, they donated a lot. I think it was like 400 bears, and they posted on Facebook, and it just went viral. Everybody started donating and all that. And so Channel 4 got involved in it and saw it. Candace Sweat was the anchor woman. She just came from a murder down to mine, which was a very happy ending, and she just was very happy to what has happened and how it became. Well, she goes, when you contacted Cook's children, what did they tell you? I said, I'm bringing you bears. And did they ask you how many? I said, yeah. They said, will you bring me 100, 200? I said, no, I'm bringing you 575 bears. They went crazy. This is, oh my God, you're a blessing. Well, Rachel,
Wow.
it is a blessing. It shows you how God works in his mysterious ways.
Mhm.
I'm a true believer in God. I I I speak to that man every single day. And
Mhm.
but yeah, so that's how that started. And then I didn't realize that these hospitals have like a group chat. So all the hospitals heard about what Tattoo Mark did for Cooks. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, it went viral. Everybody started calling me, hey, we want you to deliver bears here. No, I was like, okay, I can do that. So I had I had about maybe 8 hospitals. And
Mhm.
then it just got bigger and bigger. And then last year I had to make it a foundation because I am now a 501c3 licensed nonprofit organized uh, business, and I'm licensed and bonded by the IRS in the state of Texas. So I
Mhm.
am definitely legit, and I have a board that runs it, and
Mhm.
every money that comes in, they have to vote on it. But now, Rachel, guess how many hospitals I got?
How many, Mark?
Well, there's 24 children's hospitals in the whole state of Texas. I'm
Mhm.
servicing 18 of them.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You got a
you
lot
know
of
what?
teddy bears.
It's a lot of difference. So last year, my dream team rounded up 11,270 bears for all the children in the state of Texas. That's
Wow.
a lot of bears.
That
My
is a lot of
goal,
bears.
yeah, my goal, Rachel, when Keith Russell from Channel 11 interviewed me before that, uh, my goal, I told him, was 15,000. We almost had it. We got 11,000, and it's a blessing that, you know what, it's giving back. It ain't all about us. It's giving back. And
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, I don't care if you, whatever you think that may not be right, God knows that
Mhm.
you're doing your part. Let them do their part.
Right. Absolutely. I do agree with that. And that's why this organization is very dear to my heart too, because these kids, like you said, are sick and they're in these hospitals. They're in there with doing cancer treatments, having to be tough when they're not really, needing to be tough. They're kids. So kids need to be loved on. Kids need to be, wrapped with comfort. And if these teddy bears can bring them comfort, then, I'm thankful for your foundation because this is great. It really
Well,
is.
you know, this is gonna touch your heart right here. 3 years ago, I was at Texas Health in Houston. I had a little boy named Andrew. I mean, the cutest kid I've ever seen. I had a bear maybe 4 times the size of JJ right here, and I was holding him right into my arm, and he had his IV hookups and his wristband. His mom and dad were right behind him. That little boy ran right into me, jumped right in my arms. He started crying for that bear. Rachel, I'm a grown man. I lost it. I broke
Mhm.
down. I gave him, I mean, it actually brings tears in my eyes right now, but I gave him that bear because of the passion that I have for kids and the love that these kids need to get at this time of the year, all year round, basically, but mainly this time of the year. So I gave him that bear. His mom goes, "Oh, we need to contact Jerry Jones from the Cowboys because I am a super fan of the Dallas Cowboys for 21 years." I'm like, "No, don't contact Jerry. Jerry's not going to do nothing." But I gave him my information, Rachel, and 3 months later, they called me back. They said, "Tattoo Mark, Andrew passed away, and we buried him with that bear."
Mhm.
Now, if that don't touch your heart, I don't know what will. So
Mhm.
this is the stuff that we do, and it's. I'm very grateful and very blessed and very honored, and it's just growing. I mean, California wants me to come out there, do 2 out there. Arizona wants me to do a couple. Vegas wants me to do one. Uh,
Mhm.
Ohio wants me to do one. So it is growing, Rachel.
It really is. And everybody's seeing the need too, because teddy bears are a sign of comfort. Like, I think if you go to any store, there's majority of them are teddy bears more than anything else. It's because teddy bears symbolize comfort and snuggle buddies and, giving a soft, fleshy teddy bear on top of that, is even more amazing. But I do want to kind of talk to you a little bit. So, the reason why you connect with these children on a different level is because you are also going through it as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I am I'm fighting a deadly disease right now, and I lost my entire family, both sides, uncles, aunts, grandpas, cousins, brothers, sisters, mom, and dad. I'm the only one left. I now have the deadly disease. It's called coronary heart disease. I only have 68% of my heart. It's a deterioration of your heart. Doctors can't do nothing for you. You can prolong it, but it's not curable. I was supposed to have been gone last year.
Mhm.
Doctor said that I wouldn't last until Christmas time to make the deliveries.
Right.
Look at me, I am still here. Now
Mhm.
that shows you. I'm not going to put down doctors, but doctors cannot predict. God only knows. God
Mhm.
only knows when it's time for us to go, Rachel. And I asked God about a couple weeks ago. I'm like, God, why am I still here?
Mhm.
He said, you still got that mission that has not been completed. And I
Mhm.
believe that's true. You know, it's an amazing mission. Everybody's jumping on a board because how can you not jump on board to something like this, Rachel? I mean, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I'm thankful for God in your life because I feel like this passion, this journey that you're on, everybody has a purpose. And also, it's like when you're walking in your purpose and you're healing, but also helping at the same time, which I can see that you are, it speaks of volumes. And the fact that you're trusting God in this purpose, it says a lot about your character. I'm not saying that everybody has a nonprofit or a foundation or something does the right thing, but for what you're doing, it hits home. It's purposeful. God is using you to help these children find some comfort, and I just want to encourage you with that, Mark, because I think if anybody can remember anything about you is that you did what God told you to do. That your spirit led you to help these kids because it's passionate. I can see it. And you know, knowing you, I've known you for probably what, like almost 3 weeks now. We've been talking, maybe a month. And it's like everything about you, Mark. I see you out there doing your thing and you're getting sponsors. You're trying to also get this. You have a world record that you're trying to reach. Is that right?
That's correct. You want to hear about
Go
it?
ahead. I
So,
want to hear about it. I know our viewers want to hear about it. So go ahead and go for it.
okay, so first of all, I do want to thank my sponsors because this is very important because without God and my sponsors, I would not have what I have right now.
Mhm.
And my new sponsors are Living Spaces, which we just landed, All Storage, which is huge. We just landed. We got Blue Sky Graphics and Wraps. They're jumping on board. We got Home Depot, Medal of Honor, 99 Radio Network TV, Sideshow, and Pitbull. They got us 15K viewers since we known them for almost over 3 months now. What was the last 2 weeks? We had over 2,800 viewers. But
Mhm.
I gotta thank the Dream Team. The reason
Right.
why I call them, the reason why I call them the Dream Team, Rachel, is because they're the one that helped me get 11,000 bears. I got to give special thanks to Frank Speed Shop. He already got 9,000 bears right now as we're speaking.
That's amazing.
9,000. I got to also do Star Mobile One, Celebrity Classic Softball, MGM Maria Marquez, Pan American Golf Association, Fans
Mhm.
First in San Angelo, Southern California Dallas Cowboy Fan Club, SDD Designs. If you need a good design, you need to look up Sam Lopez. He's amazing. He does all of my work for me. Mac Attacks, uh, McCormick Law, and the Green Team. They are my dream team, and they're the ones that helped me get 11,000. And they said that we have a new thing that we're going for. We're going for the Guinness Book of World Record, which is over 23,000 bears. We got 9,000 bears right now. I'm telling you, whoever's part of this mission to be in the Guinness Book World Records, because we're gonna get it, right, buddy? Right, JJ? So no, we are gonna get the world's record. I truly believe it because we got a lot of people coming in, and with all of my new new sponsors like All Storage. You know what they did for me? They gave us a storage bin so we can store all of our bears in there. Where am I going to
Oh,
store over 23,000 bears? I
right.
I don't know. I only got a 1 bedroom apartment, but and then living spaces is going to help out. There, what I like about all of these sponsors, it ain't just one. We're a team. They're all
Mhm.
pitching in together as one, and that's what I like about every single one of those people. And the radio station, they always advertise me every Wednesday on the radio network TV, and but I just got to thank them all again. Thank you, all you storages. I mean, uh, they're definitely a blessing to have.
Absolutely. And I am thankful for all your sponsors out there as well because, y'all are coming together. And I do want to emphasize the power in collaboration. I think whenever it comes to something like this, you can accomplish more together than you can by yourself. And that's why I want to give everyone their accolades for support for what they're doing to help support you, Mark, and your purpose. Because this is something that's bigger than ourselves. It's about the kids. That's like
Yes,
that's your motto. It's about the kids. And I do believe there are more sponsors out there for you. So if there was a sponsor that wanted to support you, how could they get a hold of you?
they can go to www.tattoomarkfoundation.com, or and they can reach out to Maria Marquez. She's actually one of my board, and or Amy Brown. She also handles that too part. But just go out there. If they don't want to be a sponsor and they want to make a donation, it's 100% tax deductible.
Mhm.
So I mean, they will automatically get a receipt sent to their email. So it's very important when you make your donation, put the right email in, and you'll automatically get a receipt for your tax write-offs. And it's all for a good cause. I mean, you you can't go wrong. And now I got some of the Cowboys involved in it. I got wrestlers in it. I got celebrities in it. Rachel, you know what's crazy? I
Tell
brought
me.
I brought a couple of Super Bowl champions last year to the hospitals with the wrestlers. They
Mhm.
love the Cowboys, but they didn't care about the players. They care about that belt that the wrestlers are carrying. I'm like, really? But it is the belt. It's the belt that really people see, and they definitely love that belt. And we were in the hospital, so now getting back to the hospitals is that we're able now to deliver room to room. Okay,
Mhm.
we can't touch the kids, but we can hand them a bear. We got to have gloves on and all that, and some of
Mhm.
them require masks and all that. But they brought the belt in and they put it on a child. There was
Mhm.
parents there in tears. I kid you not.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, Rachel. If you were to come out with us when we do the deliveries, you better bring some tissues because you're gonna tear up. But it's good tears because I still tear up.
Right.
I I had told Maria and Rachel. Maria was a big crybaby, but it's good tears, and I just got to say that it's it's um it's amazing what God has got this plan for me to do to finish this mission, and whether you're a super fan or a broadcaster or whatever you got your own network going, whatever you got, whatever platform that you got, God gives us that platform to use it. Use
Mhm.
it wisely, follow God's orders because He's our leader, and do
Right.
what He tells you to do. And you can't go wrong. And so I also got something special to tell you guys, but I am going to get a big award,
Mhm.
and it's coming up. It's June 28th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn in Duncanville, Texas. It's called Ordinary Man Doing Ordinary Things for People, and I'm going to be one of them that's going to receive that award, and it's an honor to receive that. But I mean, that's all I got to tell people is give back to the community. I,
Mhm.
I mean, that's what God tells us to do.
Right.
Give and don't expect to receive, Rachel.
Absolutely. As we should. I mean, the Bible teaches us that we're not supposed to give anything to anyone and expect something in return.
Right.
And we're not supposed to boast about it. I believe that whenever we do something for someone, I think God sees what we do and he knows what we're doing. So, I mean, if anybody out there could help, you want to help with the situation, it's really about the genuine cause. You just do it because, the Spirit has led you to do it. And Mark, I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything that you're doing out there. I do believe this is like something that a lot of people take for granted that could help these little kids just have a better time, a better experience at the hospital. So I'm gonna support you. I love everything that you're doing, and I would love to come out to some of your events and, you know, uh, show you some support in person as well.
I would definitely like you to come out to the celebrity softball game. That's the VIP party is October 3rd, and the game's October 4th, the next day. But uh, you stay in contact with me. Let me know how many tickets that you need, and then I got you.
Um,
And you can bring your whole family out there. Just come out there in enjoy yourself, because you'll meet a lot of celebrities. The main thing is you're going to see a lot of these veterans, and some of them that are amazing. Some of them are playing without no legs, no arms,
mhm.
and it really makes you appreciate life a lot better. It really does. You
Yeah,
know, yeah, because you know what? We may get up and say, "Oh, we gotta go to work." Well, first of all, be thankful you woke up. Second of all,
that's it.
be thankful you're able to get out of bed. And third of all, be thankful you got a job. So yeah, it really makes you appreciate life a lot better. And I just thank God every day. I sit on my balcony, look at Jerry's World, and I don't pray for me. I pray for everybody else. I
Right.
pray for people that are in bad health. I pray for people that really don't know Jesus, that say they know Jesus. Because you got to remember something, Rachel. If you're going to talk the talk, you better be able to walk the walk.
That part. That part.
Right? Right?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
that's the truth.
Hmm.
And you got to realize that God is, we are kind of like a plant. God planted that seed. We got to water it, and we got to make that plant grow. So it's our job to go out there and teach people. And on the other note is I go out. It's once a month. I go out to the prison. I go to Sanders Estate Institute Princess for the men out there in Venice. I think it's called Venus,
Mhm.
or Venice, something like that. And
Mhm.
I go out there, and I made a lot of grown men cry, because you know what? I don't do stuff. Uh, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm
Right.
very upfront.
Hmm.
As you probably know me by now, I'm up in front. I tell it like it is. I try to be as honest, and I mean, because God wants us to live a good life and follow by His rules, and that's what we have to do. So I try to be honest and everything like that. So I told those guys my testimony, and they all started crying, because I told them 3 words: never give up.
Hmm.
I haven't gave up, and I'm fighting a deadly disease. I have a friend that's out in Austin right now. She has cancer, and
Hmm.
she's in her bed, and she wanted to give up. I'm like, Stephanie, no, never give up. Please don't give up. And I pray every day for those people like that. But you know what? Getting back to the prisons, those guys respected me, and they said, yeah, we need to change our lives around. I said, well, you know what? 2 things. When you walk out of here, you better thank God for giving you another day of freedom. Second of all, get rid of your old circle. Get rid
Hmm.
of every single one of them, because
Yeah,
they're not your homies. They're not your friends. They're not your family. They'll just
right.
get you right back behind bars. Right or wrong, Rachel?
That is absolutely true. You do have to change your circle that you used to be around.
Right.
Uh, I think a lot of people, when they find transition in Jesus Christ, changing their life over, or finding a newfound freedom in Jesus Christ, they often want to go back to their old ways because that's where they were comfortable. And I do believe that when people are comfortable, God doesn't use they're not being used the way God wants to, and that's a form of disobedience. We were just talking about this actually, me and my husband. That if God gives you a purpose, you're supposed to endure that purpose. You're supposed to go forward, not backwards. Because if you go backwards, you're not really listening. You're just literally there. But if you go forward, you're actually being obedient. That's what God has called us to do, to be obedient. To change our lives, to help others on their journeys in their lives too. So we're all called to do that. And you're changing lives, Mark, even though you may not see it as much as you would like to. I know God's seeing that you are walking in your purpose. You're giving people another chance at hope. And talking to you, I talk to you like almost on a daily basis. And I mean, I feel like God has blessed you with our friendship, because we have that understanding to help walk through life as believers in Jesus Christ. And I feel like we're able to accomplish more together than we are separate. So I
Right.
love that.
And Rachel, I'm gonna be honest with you. What really got me closer to God is that being able to go into these hospitals and seeing these kids, someone fighting for their lives, like Andrew didn't last no more than 3 weeks. I had a set of twins a couple years ago at another hospital, passed away 10 minutes after I gave them their bears. Can you believe that? 10 minutes. So I'm the one that gave them their last toy, their last animal, stuffed animal, or bear, whatever. And so that, and then my buddy that I call my friend, my buddy, he's done a lot for me. Luis Garcia in Southern California. He changes his life around and went from bad to good now. And you know what? I see how people can change their lives around. So I did it. And will I go back to where I was at before? No. I'm going to still follow God's lead. And this is what everybody needs to do. And I just thank God for everything that he's doing for me, mainly for keeping me alive to bless these kids, because without me, these kids won't have Santa come into the hospitals to deliver the bears. And Rachel, it's so cute because I'm Santa. Maria was an elf. This year, Pitbull from 99 Radio Network TV is going to be Mrs. Claus. Sideshow from the radio station is also going to be the Grinch. And all the other ones are dressed up. You're more than welcome to dress up. That's what the kids love, that, and in a way that we can put a smile on these kids' faces, we got to do it, Rachel, because again, they don't need to be there, and we're glad and we're thankful that we got doctors and nurses that are there to take care of our kids. And right. I'm gonna say our kids because you're gonna be part of it, so it's our kids, yes. and whatever we got to do, let's make it happen. And I just can't thank enough. You, young lady, you're amazing. I've been not stalking you, but I've been following you and everything. And you're amazing. You have some amazing guests, but God gives you this platform to use, and you're using it very well. And continue to keep on inspiring people, because we need that. I mean, I always say it's hope, faith, inspiration, and strength.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to keep on doing that. And I just thank you over and over and over, mainly for having me on here. It's an honor. It's an honor to be able to be on a place or a show that people will see, and maybe we can inspire them to maybe change their lives around. But Rachel, it's never too late.
Never too late.
right?
Never too late. Absolutely. You have all the way up until your last breath to make a change. Uh,
Exactly.
yeah. So, I mean, for all the people out there, I just wanted to thank you, Mark, for being on my show today. Thank you for sharing your foundation with our viewers. I really am asking everyone, please go and like and subscribe to his Facebook page, Tattoo Mark Foundation. He's really doing some amazing things for these kids. If you want to be a sponsor, please reach out to him. He is the real authentic person that's going to reach out. And I just want to give a shout out to Maria for making this interview possible. She is really behind the scenes working and doing stuff to help Mark, and she's, his whole team. Uh, all credit to his whole team, but with Maria today, she really helped us connect today. So, and then also JJ the bear. So everybody, please go follow Mark, follow What's Up Dallas Magazine. And this concludes our interview for today. So thank you.
Peace.
Bye.